How can I know the porn I watch is abuse-free? I think it's near impossible to judge if abuse is or isn't involved. Something can look absolutely fine while actually being abusive. People being blackmailed, mentally forced, exploited in some other ways, being recorded and or published without their consent, etc. While on the other hand, there are some really kinky people out there doing hardcore stuff fully aware and consensual. People that actually like to be submissive in a sexual act and have no problems with all the pervs on the internet watching it. How can you be sure it's abuse-free? You can't. Even if a certain brand has a good reputation for doing things by the book, screening people decently and all that, still some people might be forced by their pimp, abusive boyfriend, drug addiction, mobsters to which they owe a debt, to apply to do porn with those named brands. It's good that you think about, if there is abuse involved, you shouldn't be supporting it by giving them clicks and views. But there are no guarantees in live. Ethical porn. Drawn, animated porn and own porn. Some people read erotic books also, but I've never tried, so can't say if it works. Being honest here, I've always preferred animated porn for this reason. A lot of animated porn is really well done, can be super realistic and satisfies my more niche fetishes. When I want to watch real porn, avoid videos where it looks like the woman or man seems to be in a hotel room, or it's dark and not very well made and they seem to be looking past the camera and following directions. These all scream trafficking. Solo stuff is also less risky. Anything that involves more than one person obviously increases the risk of it being rape or misguided consent. But generally solo amateur porn is less likely to be unethical. I don't subscribe to any of the big porn companies after the GDP scandal. GDP is likely what's happening in all the larger companies. Besides, I hate their content because it's usually very physically rough, loud and over-dramatic. We all know the ones. The ones always on the front page. And it's very common for the actors to abuse enemas for anal and stuff like Viagra to give the men dangerously long-lasting boners. Try to distance yourself from that kind of stuff because 99% chance the actors are having a shitty time, consensual or not. Amateur couples is a pretty safe bet, I would assume. But if you Google ethical porn sites, you're gonna find some good stuff. A lot of it is made by women for women. But if you can still enjoy it, you're a guy. I think Balesa is abusr free. If you want to be 99% sure, you can still to animated, drawn porn like hentai or just read erotica. You could just go with hentai or something animated. I really just read erotica at this point. Does it for me, and I know no one real is being hurt potentially. If I'm looking for the wholesome stuff, passion, or passionate, goes in the search bar. Usually well produced and well lit. People having sex where it actually seems like they love each other. I know it's all an act, but it's good to look at stuff that seems real and not so fucking gnarly. You can just make your own porn. Problem solved. Can you link the story? I'd love to read it. There was this scene in Fresh Meat where the guy goes into a search for abuse-free porn. After weeks of searching, he couldn't find anything. It's impossible to know. You're better off quitting anyway. I get your paranoia, but honestly, it's really fucking hard to tell. Like someone else said, solo amateur is more likely to be consensual, since it's one person making and posting it. But even then, there's no guarantee that they weren't forced or coerced. I've heard porn behind a paywall tends to be better ethically, but I'm not 100% certain on that one. So don't take my word for it. Your best bet? Animated. Fictional characters are that. Fictional. They're just models on a screen. No abuse going on here. And for the kinksters out there, animation is capable of a lot more than reality. Sites like Abby Winters, Girls Go West and Artsies are female produced. And as far as I can tell, about as ethical as porn gets. If you prefer girl next door types, solo girl and girl stuff, these are good sites. I guess it's safe to say OnlyFans. Link to the thread you referred to in our green text. Ever since I accepted that I'm not straight, I don't watch as much porn. With that said, I believe that ones where they have an interview before and after, where they discuss everyone's boundaries and safe words, is a good starting point. I've only seen a couple of these, but I feel safer watching those than some of the ones that don't have it. I've also heard that studios with female directors tend to be less problematic, but I don't know how true that is. Nor am I sure of all the details of it. But I hope some of the info I've given has been helpful in some way. I quit watching porn 4 years ago. I quit partially because I had the same concerns you did. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I do not think there is any such thing as ethical porn. And it's way too easy to go down a rabbit hole of increasingly extreme and disturbing content. There is nuance though, and not all pornography is equally bad. Not even close. I just choose to stay away from all of it. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I am going to tell you that my life is better without it, and that I know a lot of men's view of porn has changed once they had daughters. It kind of clued them in on the fact that women are people. If you want a job done right, do it yourself.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.